Hey everyone, we are back. We just finished the trial. We didn't have to do it more than once, totally. Absolutely didn't. Anyway, Tsilyi and I are now going to be going down. He's over there playing music. We're going to be going down into this area now, because I think this is where the heroic is. It's kind of weird that there's so much shooting of things within the Shrine of Healing. I think this is where the heroic is. Yeah, this is where the heroic is. Voss Pilgrim Guide. Ooh. So, whenever I log in to play Star Wars in the morning, Tsilyi's already up and raring to go, and he's usually streaming Elden Ring to me, or the channel. Now, Tsilyi, oh, this is a holocron. Or a datacron. Interesting. Oh, okay. Have you, you beat Elden Ring now, right?
Yeah.
Did you find every boss?
No, there's like too many bosses. I decided to stop.
Can you fight every boss on every playthrough, or do you have to make different decisions to get certain bosses?
You can fight most of them, I think.
Gotcha. I'm just trying to determine if I'll have to play through it multiple times to see everything. Well, obviously I'll probably have to see everything, but to see every boss, I mean. I'm excited, but it'll be a while till I get there, because I still got the rest of Dark Souls to beat, and then the, all 40 plus bosses of Dark Souls 2. Which is quite bold, because that's assuming I'll be able to beat the bosses in Dark Souls 1. Alright. What we gotta do here? Enter the trial of the... We're not even in the trial of the first yet? They're playing to our strengths, so they're like, gold elites, we'll just toss them, they'll have to fight them. They'll have to. So I was trying to think of something that could be done for Halloween this year. And I was talking to P, and he was like, you should get everyone to play a Dark Souls Bloodborne or something, and have a bunch of people do a speedrun with each other. And I was like, not like playing together, but against each other, kind of like we did with Resident Evil. I was like, that could be fun. I can talk to people for that.
Let's see if that'll work. Just who can get. How are we going to determine who gets the farthest, though? There has to be conditions in games like that.
Yeah.
Because of what bosses you can fight and stuff.
Yeah, so we'd have to narrow it down, but if you're interested in that, because P's interested, so I could get a few more people interested in it. Your character just walked through, or my character just walked through 4X. Alright.
I gotta click this.
We gotta ignite it. Defeat the Voss command. Oh, okay, here we go. I did it. Light the pyre to start the next round. Alright. There they are. Tried to throw a gas grenade at us. Let's try again. He's dead. No gas grenade for you. Man, orbital laser in this game is such a cool spell, but at the same time it takes so long to cast.
It's not that good of a spell. It's only really good to use on lots of targets or if they're at the beginning of a fight.
Yeah. Defeat the Voss commandos. Well, there's only one. He's gonna try an orbital bombardment us. He's unloading Tsilyi. Oh, this guy's better than gold. Got him. But he wasn't good enough to not die. Oh.
This guy's juiced.
That would make Lee happy. I love my missile launcher because he knocked me flying and I was still able to use the missile launcher while I was getting up and being knocked through the air. Voss Mystic Orb. Grants a large amount of reputation points. Alright.
You're the best.
I got something. Alright, well that was cool. I think we can just run out of here. There we go. Alright, we completed that heroic, you guys. We are the best at this game.
That's true. Do we need to go upstairs or we go straight?
I think we gotta go straight across. And then upstairs afterwards. Doesn't appear to be anything in the side rooms for us. Maybe for one of the other classes that's gotta come here. I have to locate Voss commandos for my quest, and then speak to Eden G as part of the planet quest.
Nice.
I told Jeremy that when we do start our next characters, that if he's around for us to do quests on, or dungeons on, he's welcome to come along.
Nice.
Same with the Sam, we gotta talk to Sam, because he was interested in doing some dungeons and such too, he said, so. I figure.
Only dungeons.
Yeah. And it'll be more fun with 4 people instead of us with our AI. Though it is kind of funny and reminiscent of FF11 if you think about it.
Yeah.
A fucking trust to do what we wanted them to do. Honestly, I think the main benefit, or I think that what would have benefited FF11 the most, though, is if you could split the trusts up amongst people. Alright, we need to go grab a speeder, it looks like.
Like way down there.
Yeah, we may as well teleport to a pilgrim retreat and grab one. It would have been better if we could split the trusts amongst us, because if, like, I died, all the trusts were gone and you were guaranteed to die.
Yeah, true.
Or like you die and then I just kill Shinryu on my own.
Yeah.
That's like my only claim to fame in that game. Otherwise, you were the star of every show because, well, you were a dancer and you had to be. But dancer ended up being super invaluable, so it was a good choice.
Yeah, for healing and stuff for sure. But also, who knows how much more damage I would have been able to do with Black Mage.
True. Black Mage was interesting, but I don't think it was up to your speed or what you wanted to do, so...
And also, we needed to heal more than the healer was healing, for sure.
True. Koromoro didn't let us down a lot, though. And then we... Actually, surprisingly, now that I think about it, we actually used a lot of different trusts over the course of the game, so we got a lot of good use out of the system.
Yeah.
Naturally, we had our favorites, but... But yeah. Like Zed and Zed 2. With his fucking New Yorker accent.
Yeah.
And the Shadow Lord with his high-pitched voice.
The Shadow Lord.
Or Gesha with his bird voice.
That like hurt you so bad.
Oh, fuck. And then, I think one of the biggest laughs I remember getting from that game was the fucking brown mage. He knows spells that help you poop. Well, guys, we arrived in a new area. Camp Talanas. But yeah, I don't know if you heard, Tsilyi, but they got a big news for FF11 this year. They didn't say what it is, but I think I already know what it is now.
What is it now?
I think the big news is that they're bringing the FF11 event back to FF14.
You were the outsiders Lerenkai mentioned. Bear an
Yeah,
urgent
they
message.
Yeah,
Stand by.
that's the big news.
I am Peflak Fra of the Gormak's commandos. The Mystics have seen you defeat the Gormak. The time has come. The Gormak cannon is almost complete. Voskar will be destroyed.
How did the Gormak get a weapon like that?
The Gormak have toiled for years. We underestimated them. The cannon points to Voskar. The Gormak march forward. The commandos will stop the invasion. You will stop the cannon.
You know the enemy here. I'll follow your orders.
You are the first. Do not become the last. The cannon feeds on power. We will starve it. The generators are in Gormakos. Eden Che will instruct you.
Sure.
These charges connect to the generators. The commandos have hidden a detonator nearby. Set the charges, activate the detonator. The Gormak cannon will fall silent.
Simple please goes a long way, you know.
There is no time. Voska must survive. Be quick.
Alright. So. Yeah, so they announced that the FF11 event is coming back, as you know. But they did say that they have big news for it this year for FF11's anniversary, which it's 19th anniversary or 20th anniversary. Anyway, and that's in May, so... Did I predict the Voss storyline when I first got here? No. I'm not a mystic, so I can't. Dr. Varen, Republic Field Medic. The Voss have suffered some heavy losses and we're running low on medical supplies. Rumor has it that the supplies were stolen. The Voss asked for help recovering them, but I'm no soldier. You might do it. Or you might do better.
Who's responsible for this?
See, you are a mystic, McRunchy. You saw it. We're in Gormakos. The Voss would like to keep this operation quiet. Heavy losses, dwindling supplies, make them look bad. Here, temporary credentials to access the Voss Commando database. Good luck. We need those supplies. Oh, okay, sure. Access the Voss database. Oh, you're gonna go back to this building.
Right in front of this dude.
Alright, retrieve stolen medical supplies, which is, oh, right on the way to where we gotta go. Good. Alright, that's what I like to see. Honestly, overall, I don't dread coming to Voss whenever I play this, but I also don't look forward to it. It's like, the planet's like right in the middle, because you know, like having played this before, like Voss, when you first come here, Voss is pretty nice, and you're like, oh, this is a pretty cool planet, but then by the time you're done, you're like, okay, that was forgettable. And then on your every subsequent playthrough, you know you're going to Corellia, and either you love or hate Corellia. And Voss is kind of forgettable.
Corellia. The only part that's good about Corellia is the cool like transportation system that you think it's cool the first time. You're like, alright.
So as you can tell, Sully's one of those people that does not like Corellia and refuses to
Just
believe
a lot
that
of, like-
anyone likes Corellia.
It's just a lot of running for 100 miles.
That's fair. I think that's a fair assessment. I actually don't really care for Corellia much either, although I do remember really liking the story for the Sorcerer on
The
Corellia.
stories are right, but like the fact that you have to like constantly run everywhere.
Yeah, fair. Oh, I was gonna say this earlier, silly. I was playing Stranger of Paradise, and I've been messing around with various jobs in the game, and most of them I suck at. But I messed around on a Warrior and determined I actually really like Warrior. It's very similar to what it is in FF14. A big axe, you slam things, but you get ability.
Push to warrior in Final Fantasy 14 now.
No. But you, it gets an ability called Warcry, which when you use it, it knocks everything back, damages their break meter, and also puts a regen on you, which is super cool, because I take a lot of damage in that game. Oh, look, somebody else. Oh, getting shot. Hang on, let's shoot these people. Anyway, so it also gives you Mighty Strikes, which makes you do a lot more damage. Now, after I was done Warrior, the next character on my list to play was actually Berserker, and I was like, oh fuck. I was worried about that because Berserker's special ability is Berserk, if you couldn't have guessed. Berserk makes it so that you do a lot more damage, but you can't use your potions. And I was like, well, fuck, I take a lot of damage. This is gonna suck. Turns out Warrior also gets an ability called Blood Weapon, which you're like, that's weird, that's a Dark Knight ability. Make sure you pick up the crate inside the crate there. So I got to a boss as Berserker, and I activated Berserk, turned on Blood Weapon, turned on Mighty Strikes, and obliterated this boss in 2 hits on the first one and 3 hits on the second one. Because not only does Berserker get the ability to like increase its attack power through Berserk, but you can stack it with Mighty Strikes. And did you get the supplies? Okay, let's continue heading south. But Blood Weapon keeps you alive through like so much healing. It's like using bloodletting on a warrior.
Oh damn.
And then because in this game you can do break damage to the enemy. When you break them, you can execute them. On bosses, you have to do it twice. Because the first time takes them down their first half of their health meter. The second one, you can completely wipe out the rest of them if you break them. Or you can just kill their HP and they die. Lots of options. But what you can also damage their break meter itself, so it can't recharge back to max.
Oh damn.
So I'd say he had maybe 10% of his break meter left by the time I completely broke it, and I did that in like 3 hits. There is something over here we should do first. Well, first there's a tree we can click. This tree is a lore object. Anyway, I was really surprised because I was really worried about playing Berserker because, like I said, I'm not very good at the game and I get hit by everything. A lot of the enemies move way too fast for me and I can't react quick enough. Aren't all trees lore objects? I mean, in a way. Let's do this one over here first, Salik, since it's up and out of the way. Hey, Jeremy, how's it going? Welcome to our trip through Voss. I was just telling Tsilyi earlier how you've got back on Star Wars and discovered you had 25,000 credits. Or, not credits, but cartel coins. Where are you, Tsilyi?
Got in a fight.
Oh. I did not hear that. Don't worry, I'll clear out these guys for us so when you get up here, you can help. Cartel coins. Done work, killing some time. You ended up buying the Sith Pureblood? Yeah, I was saying to Tsilyi that you were going to make a Sith Pureblood Jedi. Which is too funny. Yeah, I think Tsilyi enjoyed that too. So is it true that when this game first came out, you were going to quit WoW for it?
I did quit WoW for it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Pretty much. Well, it was like in between expansions, so if the game had continued to be good, I would have played it, but it was very buggy. And because of that, rating was really buggy, and so our guild broke up.
I'm sad that your guild broke up, but at the same time, was buggy might be a misrepresentation because the bugs haven't gone away. Although I think they fixed the like the game breaking ones in raids, right? Maybe. Hopefully. There is a canon Sith Pureblood Jedi. Is that still canon after the Disney purchase, or?
You're not supposed to reveal that kind of information on the stream.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Well, you don't know it, but now you do.
Well, we'll have to wait and see how that goes. I mean, you know, that stands to reason since the Jedi were a thing back in the day, and one of them could have gone the light side. Let's go down here to this one, yeah. You're on the right path. The Jedi. Which, this game actually included some gear from the Jedi. Maybe when I play Sith, or Jedi Warrior, or whatever the fuck it's called, I'll, Vanguard? You thought it was from a book? That's fair.
Oh, it could be something from a book, but there is something in this.
That's fine. I think when I do Jedi Warrior, I might get the Sith, when I think I'm gonna play Vanguard, because I think for Warrior I dual wielded, so there's a gold guy over here. Let's go kill him. We're going. I might buy the Jedi outfit because that's pretty cool. We'll see though. So right now, Jeremy, I'm playing my Vanguard spec, which is the, and I'm playing the Shield Specialist, so like the tank. How do we get up there? Last week I was playing the Plasma Tech. I don't think I can do that. Nope. It looks like he's about to go up and over, but oh, Tsilyi just fucking goes up and does it. My guy's like, no, I'm not doing that. No, my character does not want to run up there. He'll go up there though. You may buy the Chiss race and make a Chiss named Tobias. It's funny you should say that. Tsilyi actually used to date a Chiss named Tobias. Piamet the other day saw the quote that said that you got my face shaved into your pubes. She was like, well, what? She's like, how does Tsilyi feel about that quote? And I'm like, he saw it and then said, that's true. And she's like, what? Let's kill these two guys. She's like, he wasn't mad? I'm like, why would he be mad about that? I say random shit all the time. I'm pretty sure that conversation...
Gets mad about any of that stuff. Is being mad.
It's true. And then let's kill this one dude standing out in the open over here. And that'll finish the bonus.
Not for me, mine's already done.
What? Haha! There you go, I'm done. Dude, but insist you're actually not a chiss and you just dyed yourself blue. You blew yourself. Alright, once we're done in here, we gotta come back out and find that detonator and set it off. Gormak Electro Sentry. You know, for some reason, these guys are pretty tanky. So, Tsilyi, in Octopath, I found a secret boss.
Oh yeah.
For one of, I guess, another job. And I lost.
Which one was it?
Starseer.
Which boss? What was the boss like?
She threw meteors down on me that confused my enemies. And that was basically it. Just a lot of meteors that did a lot of damage and confused my party members. Then eventually she got a shield that just randomly negated my attacks, which is super awesome.
What level were you?
My characters are all around level 50.
I went to try to fight the one for Archmage or whatever, and he blew the shit out of me. I'm not level 50 yet, but he just like would do attacks that did like 3 times in a row.
Yeah, this lady has one that...
And then like if I broke his shield, when he came back it was like twice as powerful and only vulnerable to a couple of things. So
yeah, Starseer is very similar to that. And yeah, I got her to half health, but...
How do you know?
Because yellow HP is roughly half HP.
Oh, I never look at the HP.
Yeah.
How do you see that?
Well, you just look at the character's name, and if it changes to yellow, that means you got it to half. And red is, I think, 25%? Oh, I was just seeing there. Alright. Alright, let's go in here, Tsilyi. Did they add the ability to paint your ships or something in this? You got 4 packs of paint, ship paint, I think? It might be for your, or for the guild ship, though.
Hostile targets detected. Initiating slaughter protocols.
The fuck are slaughter protocols? Why are those protocols?
That's quite far enough, Major. We have the rescue operation well in hand. Sadly for Havoc Squad, the challenge with the Gormak was simply too much. Your remains won't be recovered for some time. My condolences.
There's no need to fight. We could make this a joint operation.
How kind. But there simply isn't enough glory to share in a mission like this. Some other time. Men, open fire.
Yeah, Jeremy, that scene there would have been... Dude, you're only a silver? What the fuck? That scene would have been a lot better if they... Jesus, Tsilyi. If, like, the animation wasn't so choppy looking, even with all of the upgrades to the game and my computer. That scene was still kind of, like, disjointed feeling. So it kind of just looked like not as epic as they had hoped. What? Guys, what the fuck? But I saw what they were going for, and imagining it in my head, it does look pretty sick. This guy, he's a quick shot.
I quickly shot him.
Exactly.
You arrive as predicted. We return alone.
I'd be happy to escort you back to Voss Ka, sir.
Just walks away.
Alone.
Oh.
Major, this is Senator Everett. We have a serious problem. Agent Keller's team discovered where the Empire is hiding their bomb, but not before being spotted by Imperial security. The team's speeder was damaged during their escape. They've crash-landed in the Darkheart, part of the Nightmare Lands. You have to get there right away.
These don't sound like very nice places.
They're not. Koru, tell them what you've learned.
The Nightmare Lands are no place for the unprepared. I've seen the reports. Severe psychological effects are common. You should speak with Talon Day, a Voss commando stationed in the area. He supposedly knows of a way to avoid or prevent these effects.
I don't know if I've been anywhere as strange as Voss.
Neither have I. It's certainly fascinating, but that doesn't lessen its dangers.
Go as fast as you can, Major. There isn't a moment to lose.
You really wish the Imperial side had an actual trooper class. You'd have been down to play as a stormtrooper. I wonder if they didn't do that because technically stormtroopers didn't exist during the Old Republic. At least as we know them from Lucas era.
Alright.
So that might be why they chose to go with Bounty Hunter instead. But it might also
Well, they
be
already
because...
had Trooper on the, basically the same, the Trooper was on the other side, so.
Yeah, it's also entirely possible they went with it because they wanted to give the Mandalorians a thing in this game as well. It's certainly fascinating.
Because they existed 10,000 years ago, but then also their technology was never updated ever since.
Why would they ever need to do it? They got Beskar, or however the fuck you pronounce it. That metal that is resistant to lightsabers. That's one thing that always... that they never touch on, but... Like, I read the books for The Origin of the Jedi. Back when they were the Jedi. And technology back then was the exact same as it was, like, in 10,000 years later. They had protocol droids, they had fucking astromechs, they had starships.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
The only thing that didn't exist back then was lightsabers. They hadn't invented lightsabers yet. And I'm like, how does... What? Hey, I gotta restart our recording.